is on a station.
Welcome to Josana. You're cleared for docking. We have
Welcome to Discount DS9. Pretty much. Sir, business facilitator Quinn has rented space at this station for his private sales meetings. We aren't sure what the object he is selling is yet, but the rumors are that it's a technological device of some sort. The price Quinn is asking for it is significant. You could buy a moon for this much latinum. Starfleet Command reports that additional assistance is en route, but that we should go ahead and make an attempt to obtain the device. Understood. So, check in with receptionist. Hello.
May I help you? Oh, wait, you must be...
Admiral Shepard.
Sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
Right. We had an appointment.
Yes, but Quinn left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed.
Doesn't Quinn want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic?
Maybe. Let's see. It was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vatwar wiped out are particularly valuable. Quinn's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
I know you're just doing your job, but it is very important that we get that artifact, please.
I'm sorry, but my instructions were very clear.
There must be something we can do for you in exchange.
Well, I'm sorry, but I need this job. I'm trying to save up enough for a ticket off this station.
I happen to have a starship that can defeat most Borg fleets even. I think I can get you transportation to anywhere you'd like to go, free of charge.
You can?
Yeah.
What am I saying? You have a starship, of course you can. Go on ahead. Quinn and the other buyer are in the cargo bay, but you better hurry. They were trying to get the deal finalized before you could stop them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting us pass. My crew will make arrangements for you. Alright, and the circle is over here for the Ferengi trader. Trader or traitor? Which one will it be? The surprise. The suspense. It awaits us. Hey, you're interrupting my legitimate business. Who cares? Talk to Facilitator Quinn.
Not so fast! The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counterbid?
Do they like being electrified? I don't know. I'll make it worth your time to deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quinn. Now what do I see? Starfleet stooges here to cause trouble.
Yes.
Guards,
Hello.
get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
How about no? I'm not leaving without the device. And time for Crispy Doom.
Enemy target.
Extra crunchy. So, who else wants to convince me to leave? Alright, dude.
Fine! I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer.
Hold it!
Yeah, I guess they don't need that, do they?
I am not
son of Grand Nagus Rom. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practices.
Well, I'm sure we can come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff. Get out! Not you, Quinn.
Oh, that'll change things. Alright, talk to him now.
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave. Everyone's happy.
Yeah, sure. Not so fast, Quinn.
No? Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of latinum.
Awesome.
Time is a very valuable commodity.
Sure. What do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work. But it's, odd. Definitely odd.
What happened to the Krenim?
The Vodvar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in a couple wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vodvar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Well, that's sad. Where did you get the device?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Gone? The Vodvar destroyed them?
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Anything else?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may have malfunctioned, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What kind of unusual energy readings? Chronoton?
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you?
Sure.
I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship.
Thanks a bunch.
Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comet cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Go. And stay out of trouble. Run. You better run. How'd you do that?
Don't let the staff of Office and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections. But in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Thanks for the assist. It didn't look like Aglo was going to let us purchase this Krenim artifact while he was still in the room.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vodvar purges. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. Now, what should we do about the force field?
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately, I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the latinum he paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
You're the son of the Grand Nagus?
It's true. My father is Grand Nagus Rom. I don't normally have much to do with his business dealings, But in this instance, a little show seemed to be the best way to solve our problem.
For anyone that's watched DS9, you know who Nog is, but yeah, here we go. How'd you end up in Starfleet?
I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus. He was just a maintenance tech. Like my father, I preferred engineering to business. Captain Sisko helped me get into the academy, the first Ferengi ever to join Starfleet. Then my Grand Mogi started seeing Grand Nagus Zek, and there were a lot of changes on Ferenginar. When Zek decided to retire, he thought my dad would be the right person to see them through.
I see.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the
just
journey,
repeating that.
and Tuvok was looking for survivors.
Force
Quinn
field
left without taking
thing.
down his
Okay, I'm not
security.
familiar with the background. Mind
Fortunately,
giving me
I
a
know
short
how to-
version?
I don't mind telling you a bit about myself at all. I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus.
Okay,
He was
that's
just
what
a
they said
maintenance tech.
already.
Like my father.
Okay, whatever.
Interesting.
Alright,
Quinn
just
left without
overload the
taking down his
EPS
security,
conduits. That's
but
really...
Fortunately, I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the latinum he paid for it. If
Alright.
we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
Just overload the EPS conduits? That really isn't very secure at all.
I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there.
Alright, time to set things ablaze. The game. Extra. Wait for it.
Now that the
Christy.
power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement.
Right, I'll override the controls next.
The controls are, yes, over here by the artifact.
Alright.
Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this.
Investigate device.
The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before.
They aren't like sine waves. Talk to Nog.
Think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons.
Dun, dun,
a lot
dun.
of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
Indeed, very interesting.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
Understood. See you in the Delta Quadrant.
I've explored many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
Perhaps we can find something here that can explain it.
Voyager's preliminary scans of this system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Maybe the planet is the source of the asteroids. We're also picking up some wreckage.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vodwar. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system.
Agreed. Let's set a course for the wreckage around that asteroid.
Keep an eye out for Vodwar. They're still patrolling this area.
You just said that. Alright.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found.
Dun dun dun.
Heads up! Vodwar on an intercept course.
Good. First catch of the day.
Vodwar. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vodwar went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There might be more ships in range. There are more Vodwar on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vodwar sensors aren't as good as ours. Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
Good idea. Let's try using the asteroids as cover. Thing is, I don't want to avoid them. I want to destroy them. Oh well. Here we go. So, where next? Oh, okay, we just have to stay here. Alright. Here we go. We're here now. Harold. Oh, crap. Well, I thought I was in the place, but nope, apparently not. Heralds are here. That's the bunch. Then we need to activate those for the rest. Same as stealth equals no enemies remaining. I tried to go to the waypoint, at least in 2 dimensions. So, oh well. Too bad. So sad. Scan moon. Is that no moon?
Harold's inbound!
Awesome. More things to defeat.
The Vodwar must have gotten the signal out. So much for our investigation.
No, it's fine. This is fine. How's that for low profile? They're all down.
There was something about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vodwar and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
Agreed. My team will meet you there.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here.
Agreed.
I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans.
Agreed. There's something here. We just need to find it.
Exactly. But we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Agreed. Pick the area for the scans and let's get going. Green circle there.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy.
Okay. Scan mineral deposit of doom.
curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux.
Would it be good at playing the game Flux?
I need to get some scans. There's something going on.
You don't say.
There are more mineral deposits over there.
Like this one right here?
There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural.
Okay.
I'm reading another anomaly ahead.
Ah, crap. Arrow keys. There we go.
These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same.
Looks more like a square wave.
The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Okay, interrupted, I guess. Captain, heralds have landed and are approaching your position. Fall back. ISS LeSabre Ardent will deal with the heralds already here.
There, behind those rocks.
Time for some doom again. And right-click to walk while aiming, more or less. Come on, show yourselves and go crispy.
Hurry! They'll be here any moment.
Good. Let them. They need to go crispy. Come on. Come on. Okay.
This area looks defensible. Get ready.
Awesome. Okay. X, C. Alright. Here we go. Let's see. Will they plop in behind us using teleportation or what? Oh, talk to Nog.
I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
Do what you must. We will protect you. Alright. Onward to the firing at things whenever they start showing up the game. Come on.
Here they come!
Good. Where? Awesome. There's one over here. Hey, chill out with that. Awesome. They all get to go crispy together.
I'm working as quickly as I can.
Do it. It's fine.
Watch out! There's more of them! I need more time to align these frequencies.
You have it. Just chill out.
Almost there. Just one more connection and that should...
Nog? Crap. Well, this could be bad news. That's probably good news. It's okay.
Enemy target uncensored.
Good. More enemies. More doom to bring.
Personal shield losing power. Viking damage detected.
Chill out. Do you want melee? You got melee. Come on, where's the rest of you? You wanna get medieval? Let's go.
Enemy combatants in close proximity. Shield losing power.
Come on, go Crispy. The game. Fall back, really? Hurry, we have to move up the ridge. Alright. Let's gather all the loot along the way. Will there be a Stargate? Do. That hill. After we gather the loot from all these enemies. And the XP points in the hypercubes here. Fortunately are unlike the thing in the movie Hypercube that just shreds everything it gets near, or gets near to it anyway. Let's see, we have to go up this way. Or where's the route? It's a sigmoid. Okay. Alright, time for more Doom. Again, the game. Here we are. There, we can use these rocks for cover while we plan our next move of Doom. Yes, the move is Doom. Do the Krenim show up now? Whoa. Krenim, yep. Captain Nog?
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time.
Dun dun dun. So we're in a side universe now. Speak with Nog. Well, I guess it's Christmas now.
It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
And not existing is an improvement. Did they all go emo or something?
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad thing. Let's talk to the Krenim. Hello, Krenim leader. How are you doing?
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you will be allies to my people. The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
What can we do to prove ourselves?
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
Let's see, how can we assist you? We didn't intend you any harm, what can we do? Wait, you were watching us? So let's say we didn't intend you any harm, what can we do?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
Understood. Okay. To the waypoints. Ah, crap. What the heck?
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we use to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
Who invented this technology?
The temporal technology was developed by a scientist named Anorax. He's still a mystery, even to us. We know he was a ship commander in the Imperium fleet and a genius in temporal mechanics, and that he started work on his inventions in the late 22nd century after our war with the Rilnar. Perhaps he saw temporal manipulation as a way to change our fortunes. We know he was working towards weaponizing his designs, and I can tell from what little I've seen that it is possible. But full access to his data is restricted, so I don't know the full capabilities of his work.
He sounds like a brilliant, troubled man. At least he didn't fight RoboCop. Now, what did you need help with?
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we use to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
I'll do what I can to assist. Align capacitor. Is it going to be a game?
Okay,
Oh,
now it's starting to look like something.
there we go. Alrighty, soldered capacitor by matching waveform. The game. So there's a waypoint over there somewhere. Alright, over here somewhere as well. Behind this pathway. Awesome. Where are you? Talk to Engineer Spella.
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
May I ask you something? For an Imperium, the Krenim doesn't seem to have a lot of resources.
The Imperium was at its peak in the mid-22nd century. At that time, it controlled more than 900 planets, and our territory spread across more than 5,000 parsecs. Then came the Rilnar, and the Zal, and the Garanor, the Mawasi, and the Nahydron. Our wars chipped away at us, carving one planet after another away from the Imperium. There were only 27 planets left when the Badwar came. Now, almost everyone on those worlds is gone too.
I understand. Now what did you need help with?
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
I'll do what I can to help. Fixed temporal emitter. Time for another minigame, I guess. The temporal compensators are out of alignment and may cause the temporal synchronization matrix to destabilize. Begin repairs. Oh crap. What do you think, Nog?
You should realign the matrix crystals.
Realign them crystals, thanks. Matrix crystals realigned. What do you think, Nog?
You need to disconnect the buffer before you do anything else.
Disconnect the buffer and reconnect the buffer. Right.
Now you need to
Close diagnostic.
Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
Awesome. Okay. It was like 1 out of 1 choice, but it's like, okay, have you tried turning it off and on again, right? The IT crowd. Pretty much. Yeah, how'd they get over there? Wow, go crazy, just light it all up. Oh crap, where? Up there somewhere. Oh crap, no. Crappity-doo-dah, crappity-a. Alright. Yep, probably best not to waste too much time with all those things ready to plop into this realm of doom. Alright, talk to Engineer Chatta.
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket, or the spanner won't... There. Got it, thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. Maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
Can I ask you something about this technology? Why are you having so many problems with it?
Anorax's original designs are for a temporal field that's big enough for a ship, sizable but finite. We've adapted the tech to cover much larger areas, but that makes the field more unstable, and we had to get everything operational before the Vadwar found us. So we cut some corners. A lot of corners. We're making updates and repairs as fast as we can, but we can't afford a failure. This tech is the only thing keeping us alive.
I understand. Now what did you need help with?
Hold this.
Okay. Fixed temporal alignment transceiver. Alright. Something is putting too much stress on these components. There may be microfractures. If those are repaired, it should hold out until a new unit can be fabricated. Begin repairs. Alright, so let's see, probably scan for that, and then formulate, then repair. What do you think, Nog?
You need to scan for microfracture.
Alright, scan.
You'll need to formulate...
Yep, formulate, then repair. Close interface.
That should do it.
Alright, anyone else having a word to say? Over here, there's another waypoint. Onward to the next waypoint, the game. Alright, here we go to the next one. So, alright, talk to Krenim later.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How?
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
Oh, crap. Time for some doom again.
The repairs should be enough.
And the doom begins again.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet.
Their struggles are meaningless.
And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We should end their worlds as
want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
Well, that would have been a good time to use an antimatter thing to make some crispy doom. Where's Nog? He's over here somewhere. That's where the waypoint is. So, okay. Okay. Hello, Nog.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing. They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
You're right. This could be what we need. Oh, crap. Is it? Speak with Krenim leader. Alright. Hello.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
We didn't know the Krenim could do anything like this.
My people and I have made Anarax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel.
The Anarax.
Anarax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vaadwaur.
The Vaadwaur destroyed all the Krenim colonies in this area.
The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vaadwaur came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vaadwaur arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anarax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vaadwaur threat before it even began.
That would be awesome. Why haven't you done so already?
The Vaadwaur's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anarax's work, but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have the manpower and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in mutual cooperation. Allow us a chance to undo what the Vaadwaur did, and we will give you something that will erase your enemies from time itself.
Yeah, especially for anyone that's played Star Trek Online to the Great Wall of Delta, which is under episodes. This Delta Quadrant is called the Great Wall of Delta because of the Alliance's mission, where the Vaadwaur show up, and it's like, it's just, there it is. Yeah, this is the most annoying thing, having to deal with just like 4 Vaadwaur ships. It's like, just a quantum leap of doom. So onward to time travel. So the only option is a generous offer, but it is one we would need to consider carefully. Do you want to risk all that you have left on a chance for success?
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
We need to take this back to the Alliance.
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ship. But this is huge. A whole Krenim colony that survived the VOD War? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We could have a chance now.
Yep. Alright, Imperial Starship Le Sabre Ardent, we're ready to beam up. Sir, is that... what happened? We've been scanning for you, but you just disappeared. We've been hiding in the debris to stay away from the Herald ships, and then, sir, you're not going to believe this. There is a planet here now, an entire planet. Did you find something down there? Something that could conceal an entire planet? Looking forward to hearing what happened, Captain, but we're glad you're back. We found the Krenim. I'll explain as soon as we're back on board.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing. Personally, I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Kapla!
Yep, and for anyone that doesn't know, the Krenim were in the episodes Year of Hell 1 and 2. And it had the Red Felden guy from that 70s show, or the dude who was the one of the antagonists in RoboCop. But yeah, anyway, so let's see. I haven't really checked this out. Chronoton Jolt, interesting. Probability area of effect, or PB AoE area of effect at least. I don't know what PB exactly stands for. Probably not peanut butter though. Anyway, area effect, power recharge and speed buff to allies, debuff to foes. That might be good. Temporal flux generator, this would be a ship device, right? Or is it? This one is a ground device at least. This one, let's see, to self, time ship for up to 5 seconds while time shifted game, immunity to all damage. I think that's a ground device. And this one also would be, obviously, it's a shield. 280 maximum shield capacity, wow. That's impressive in some universe. But yeah, Chronoton, anti-proton damage, interesting. So it has both Chronoton and anti-proton? Well, that's kind of bad at 98.9. So I think this one's the best, the Universal Kit Module. So let's go with that one.
The war continues.
It does.
And all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Yeah, but let's listen to this now, I guess.
Please report to the Kiana system. Our partnership with the Krenim is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left. We must consider any plan that ensures our survival.
So yep, that'll be that, and these are the things. Emit unstable warp bubble training manuals. Interesting. Iconian War Veteran, so unlocks the Iconian War Veteran character title. Well, that's the thing, I guess. Oh, and those are just by default what you get, and choose one of the following. So another anti-chronoton thing with a little more DPS. Reactive armor catalyst pack. That might actually be good. Another universal kit module for jam subspace transmissions. Hopefully with, like, I don't know. I like orange marmalade better than, like, the raspberries. Okay, I guess. Delta Alliance reinforcements beacon for a ship. And a tactical console for cannon damage. Yeah. Alright, so this will be next time, though.
The war continues.
Yeah.
And all of our warriors are...
Blah, blah, blah. So, let's see here. Of the things, and I probably should do this later, but yeah, let's see. I like the plasma feedback cascade, sort of. It at least deals damage back. The subspace rift thing from the Alachi is pretty good, too. Engineering kit module. I like the floaty thing. And, oh wait, that's... Oh yeah, this is the override shields. That's good, too. And this is the floating thing, and that's the lightning. So of these, I guess have an active offense rather than a defense. Let's do like that, and when I get a, if I ever get a upgrade thing, let's see, that would cost like 20 bucks, right? Or 15 bucks. I don't want to do that right now. Hopefully we'll get a thing to upgrade my character at some point, just happenstance or on a quest or something. Anyway. Game over, man. Game over. Take care, and try to not go crazy.